Hey everyone, D-Dub Squizzy here, and welcome back to Hordes the Underdark. I just want to take a second to appreciate the fact that the acid drops from my weapon are actually sliding down the slope and onto the ground. I think that's neat. Alright, moving on. So we're heading out into the environs, which is really just the outer Underdark. This place will be more significant later. And, yeah. The gate guard will tell us, watch out. You know, it's dangerous out there. Are you? There we go. Okay, there's nothing in this area other than them, and then access to the rest of the Underdark. Which is not terribly large in this game. I think they wanted to do more with it and just didn't. But the actual areas down here are pretty neat. This dude dies. Falls into a sinkhole, I guess. And then he disappears, even though nothing ever happens to me. Oh. What? This is new. This is entirely new to me. I have never seen this before. I have walked over there every single time I've played the game, and nothing has ever happened. We are covering new ground. I am confused and interested, but I don't know what's gonna happen down here. What?
All you followers of Ilastrae are doomed. The armies of the Val'shareth will crush you all.
No way.
Will feel... Wait, what's that?
It's a gelatinous cube. Holy cow. That actually... So many questions of mine. Holy cow! Is this... Okay, hold on. I gotta kill this thing and then I'll continue what I'm saying. I can't believe this is... How have I never seen this before? Okay. I have, messed around with the game-making mechanics in this thing. Major acid resistance. I was always wondering where that was, because there are major resistances of everything else, but I could never find the acid one. Okay, I was messing around with the character or creature files before, and I saw a gelatinous cube was in the game, but never saw one. And when I landed down here, I literally thought to myself, because it's like this weird little place, I was like, wait a second, what if this is it? And then it's it, and I have no words. The Lesser Amulet of the Master. This is nuts! Sorry, I'm probably sounding kind of giddy and stupid, but this is like a whole other thing for me. I'm covering new ground. That doesn't happen for me with this game. Natural drain. I assume that's how you get out. A gelatinous cube lair. What is that? Electrical resistance 35. Just hastes you, and you can use scintillating sphere. That's pretty cool. Why do we have battle music all of a sudden? Alright, well, let's enter... There isn't anyone else, right? No, it doesn't look like it. Huh. Okay. I'm not going into Drearin's Deep, that's it. And those there are the Beholder Tunnels, which I'll deal with eventually. I'm going to deal with the Illithid in this episode. Man, I am reeling from that just happened. Alright, we have a few Harpies down here. There's some prismatic dragon slippers and a weird-looking paladin's helmet. Those are pretty cool. Like the minus to charisma and persuade. I don't know why those are there. But, I mean, 4 dexterity, immunity to fear, and knockdown. The fear thing isn't super useful by this stage of the game, but the immunity to knockdown has its perks. I might actually try those a little later. Are those things bards? They have bard bonuses. That's what that weird musical jingle was. That's weird. Okay, Nasher's cloak is in here. There's an Umber Hulk encounter that I did not get because I fell through a sinkhole. I tell you, the most shocking thing about that experience was that I was literally thinking right after I got down there, what if this is where the gelatinous cubes are? Because they must have been put in the game files for some reason. And then they were there. The one I fought, because I put it into a... Well, I didn't. Someone else put it into just a small module with like all of the different creatures. Then I just loaded in an OP person and fought them for fun. And the one I fought had several thousand hit points and took ages to die, but it was there. It was interesting. Okay, so this is how you reach the Illithid colony. Now, in order to get them to withdraw their support from the Val'Sharess, you have to use the Mirror of All-Seeing. You have to give it to the Elder Brain, and then he'll convince, the other Elder Brains to turn on her. Okay, so these Duragar... They're going to attack. They have a rough time over in Illithid land. This guy, though, has that helmet, which you need for their stuff. Nice Dwarven Axe, but this... Okay. This is not actual padded armor. If you notice, its base armor class is 0. No, wait, it might be actual padded armor. Because it's +6. Yeah, so mine is 7. So I don't think this actually gives you any bonus at all. So it's not real padded armor. But it has no dexterity failure, and it's +6 on armor class. I have never seen something for someone with a very high armor class, or dexterity, that has better armor than that. So, while my circlet does protect me from Illithid effects, in order to actually interact with them at all, I have to wear this helmet. Otherwise, they'll attack me on sight. You can loot the place, but no one else around here will talk to you because they're all thralls with no minds of their own anymore. It tries to get you to take your helmet off. Never take your helmet off. The moment you do, it'll try to control you. Intellect Devours. So now we're in Zorvak'Mur proper. People come here to buy thralls. That Mind Flayer merchant won't talk to you, but Artur here will. Okay. Unfavorable. There's Nasher's Gloves of Discipline, and I think these are the last item. Yeah, so that's all 4. Boots of Striding +6, those are what I've got. Man, they're expensive. Nymph Cloak +6. I don't have that, but I don't need it. That's right, I could have bought one, but I chose not to. Club +5. The +4 one looks cooler, if I'm being honest. Then just a bunch of other basic stuff. Okay. Well, if I now decide to do this... Yeah, so now, +7 strength, 7 AC, 10 discipline, and 7 dexterity. But my strength, of course, won't go up any higher. I have a pretty good armor class with it, but... And it's cool, but not worth it. I should have gotten an achievement for that. But I also know that achievement's kind of bugged. I'll hang on to the stuff just in case I want to get the achievement later. But that was really just for my own curiosity's sake, because I've never actually collected all that stuff. So, now we're in the Mind Flayer place. They have pit fights here. I think you can look at them, but I don't think they'll actually let you bet. If they will, I just say don't do it. You can speak to the Elder Brain that way. I'm not here to talk to the Elder Brain, though, so I'm not going to be doing that. This here inn, I don't think... You can talk to the lizard folk and the Duragar over here, because they're both slavers, and then the adamantite golem here's a bartender, which will give you some nasty sludge that doesn't actually ever help you. But it's interesting that it's there. Out here, yeah, this is the Illithid chambers. There's a bunch of Illithid hibernating in here, and I think you can kill them without any kind of problem with the rest of the city. And some of them are Eulithrid, which are worth a bunch of XP. They also keep treasure here. Yeah, 500 for one of those things. Both of these should be worth a little more as well. Okay, let's see if... What in the world? Open. Is there no one in there? Huh. So no one should be angry at me. Yeah, no, they got no idea that even happened somehow. And normally I'd have no problem just going on a straight-up killing spree, but there's this slave auction over here, and they'll kill her or force her to attack you if you just come in guns blazing. And I like setting her free if I'm a good guy. So let's start the bidding. 1,200 gold. Go right for 3,000, and they'll immediately all withdraw, otherwise you'll have to go up a little more. Now they're not reading her brain because she's mine. Oh, dang it. Hold on. Oh, great. I gotta go through the sleeping chamber again. It's hard to remember exactly what I have to do, because I can't just tell her what I'm gonna do, or she's gonna try to... They'll read her mind if she thinks that she's free. And then they'll all zero in and try to kill me. I should have saved before even trying that, but I thought I could wing it. Sorry, just give me a second. I'll be back. Also, I don't think I get epic spells. I think that's only there because I'm an epic spell caster, so that just shows up. But those, I think, are mage and sorcerer things. There are no epic cleric spells, unfortunately. So I told her she was geased. She's gonna run off to go deliver her message that I told her to deliver. I'm gonna go see her now, because otherwise I don't think I'll get a chance to later. I believe after you do 3 actions of any kind, the Valsharess will launch her attack. So, like, if you turn 2 or 3 enemies... No, I think it's 2. You get 1 ally or turn... Okay, hold on. You get 1 ally, and then take out one of her enemies, or turn 2 enemies away. And if you do that, then I think she'll attack. We'll see in just a second. Yeah, so I think if she were going to start launching her attack, I would have seen a cutscene right there. So I want to head back, meet with the female thrall, and make sure that she got back safe, finish the quest, get the rest of the XP. Otherwise, you won't get a chance to later. It's sort of annoying to do. And honestly, the Illithid quest wasn't super well set up. I think they could have done a little better with it. Inside their place is confusing as all get out, too. So she should be up in the Seer's Temple.
I trust all goes well. Hello?
Okay, got the rest of the XP, finished the quest. That's one of the most inorganic sidetracks I have to go through every game, just because it's a quest and I want to complete it, and I didn't do it right once, and so by the time I left the Illithid place, I had already killed the Elder Brain that time. And so we were kind of screwed on that front then. I had to reload, which I'm not a fan of doing, because this is supposed to look professional, you know? But I certainly didn't want to kill her. That's just... I've only done one outright evil thing, according to the game, with this character, I think. And that was killing Nax. And that's simply because if you don't kill him, he's basically just a waste of space. And he's worth several hundred at the time. I always kill him. I think no matter who I am. I mean, he is kind of a lying, conniving, scummy jerk. He's not particularly, like, victimizing or anything, but he's definitely not a good guy either, so... Okay. So now it's time for antagonization. Their slave pens are over here, and I'm gonna cause a riot. There's a Duragard that they let control the slaves inside, and he's just the worst kind of thing. So I'm gonna kill him, and then all of the mad monsters and slaves that they've got down here, and then free the still sane ones. But he ain't weak either. How about I do this the old-fashioned way? Bam. Of course, since intellect devourers can't affect my mind or go invisible around me, they're no threat at all. Awesome, and then there's the key. I believe the slaves are in the top room. I don't know what these do. Oh, those just open the door. I should just be able to open these doors normally, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think the slaves are up there, so I want to clear out the rest of the place first. Will this get multiple? Nah. It's got a pretty tight area of effect, and these things are bulky. That thing was durable. Worth a big old pile of XP. Don't like Krenshars at all. That's a race of beings that could just entirely go extinct for all I care. There's a fancy looking door here. Well, Battle Devourer. The piercing really gets to them. I wonder what kind of fortitude saves these things have got. I missed him. Oh, this is a storeroom. That's why. Wit +4. A sickle +4. That's just a greatsword. It looks fancy. Whips are terrible. 1d2 damage. How do you even roll that dice? That's a flip of a coin, right? That's literally a coin-sided dice. And a manticore. That's the creature in here that stands out to me far more than any of the others, because you don't see manticores every day. Alright, now we head over to the slaves. I believe... Oh, Argosis is the one you want to talk to. So I'm going to throw on this again, just to make sure that no one can affect me with anything. Okay, so they're revolting now. There's going to be fighting throughout Zorvak'Mur. I'm going to massacre all of the stuff outside with them. And then I'm going to go straight for the Elder Brain. It's not going to take away the Val'Sharess's Mind Flayer support. They'll still come to help her in the final battle, but they won't matter. Also, everyone else is going to go hostile the second I attack this guy. Yeah, here we go. You guys are confused. I'm not gonna blame you. The slaves have reached freedom. Wait a second, I get XP depending on how many of them get out? I just got 250. I didn't know that. Are the rest even trying to escape? I'm coming, guys, don't worry. Go, get. Run for the hills. Oh, come on. Where are you running now? I'll chase down and kill whatever needs to die. You guys need to run for it. Yeah, I knew it. They were coming for these guys immediately. I don't know if the one guarding the Elder Brain is still alive either. I saw some slaves fighting him. He killed him. Oh yeah, I'm getting XP for all of those slaves. Holy cow. Well, now I gotta go into the inn and kill just everyone. I don't think they're hostile right off the bat. No, they're not. The golem's the scary one. Always forget about that one. Oh, whoops, no, not that. Do it. Okay. skipped over one of them, used one out of place, doesn't matter. If this fight's not over in 8 rounds, I'm dead anyway. Oh, really? He gets a crit right off the bat? 500. Put you down first. Put you down. I'm trying to find something not too extreme, but still fun to kill him with, but I just have too many overpowered spells. Okay, that just leaves the Mind Flayers at the top of the stairs. Why are these locked? So basically, unless you give the Mirror of All-Seeing to this Elder Brain, you cannot convince the Mind Flayers to withdraw their support from the Valstress's army, because it's a conglomerate of different hives that are working with her, and you would have to convince the whole pile of them. And Zorvak'Mur is a relatively small colony, so they would only listen to it if it had an object of incredible power that it could threaten them with, basically. The problem is, in the epilogue of the game, if you give them that mirror, they become an incredibly powerful colony that just starts to take over stuff all over the Underdark and then start delving into the surface world. And I'm not about that. I hate Mind Flayers. They're wretched, awful creatures. So instead, I kill this Elder Brain and move on with my life. And I just massacre the Illithid and Umberhulks they send to her aid. Be sure you finish your business with the Mind Flayers first, though, because if you have other stuff to do and you've set the slaves free, they get violent. So now, this shouldn't take me to an audience with the Elder Brain. It just should bring me to the, like, dungeon that it keeps itself protected in. Yeah, it's got all its defenses up. It's called in all of its buddies. You could also do this a much easier way by saying you're going in to talk to the Elder Brain, arriving to speak with it, and then the second that you get in with it, attack it. It'll trap you in your mind, but once you get out of that, you can just straight up kill it. So, they send some thralls at you and stuff. A good, like, half of what goes on in this entire area is an illusion. You want to press every button, search every box, interact with every object that you can. Because most of this is just, yeah, weird buttons. And it doesn't mean anything, but some of them can be illusions that hide Illithid. So we'll go this way first. Okay, those spikes hurt. There goes an illusion. Did an Illithid spawn in somewhere? Because sometimes they do. I'm healing as fast as those are hurting me. Those ones are fake. Intellect Ravager. Just make up a classification of monster for me to fight. Whoa! Holy cow! Oh, it's an illusion. Okay. Well, I don't know what the point of putting up an illusion is If the moment you strike it, it disappears. I thought they had actually brought in a dragon they were controlling to attack me. I was about to say, I do not remember that happening. Hey, they were hiding a box under that one. Never mind. There was a Eulithrid hiding behind a box, hiding under a platform. Why? Why do you gotta get my hopes up and then crush them like that? Well, I guess 400 XP is better than any money or magic items they could have given me. So I'll take it. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Sometimes they spawn in response to you pressing buttons. Oh, you made your save. You rolled a 20 on that. I'm pretty sure that's Psionic Blast there. If I weren't immune to their stuff, I think that would drain my intelligence. But as I understand it, all psionics are nullified by the Golden Circlet. In fact, if you look at its description, yeah, it's not surprising that protecting against them might require some of their dispute. This is literally about Drow eating intellect devours and then becoming mind flayers, which is a presumption about how they came to be, which is not true. The mind flayers created the intellect devours. That's what happened. If they're Illithid in here, I'll kill them all. I'm here to end your society. One by one. The real funky thing about these monsters is what I'm fighting aren't actually the Illithid. The Illithid are small parasitic worm things that crawl in through people's ears, eyes, mouths, and noses, and then burrow their way into their brain and nestle in it, mutating their body into a host for them so they can feast on the brains of others. And when their life cycle ends, they merge with the Elder Brain and die, although they're told they become a part of the collective. It's a flat lie that the Elder Brains tell their Illithid. Although I don't know why you'd have to tell them anything. They're all kind of under its control. Alright, so that door can let me into the main area. I think this is another... Yep. That chest is probably a trap, though. It's really not that dangerous of a place. It all messes with your head, and there's just enough stuff that protects you against that to be safe. They'll drain your intelligence, too. And if your intelligence goes down and you're not immune to mind effects, then you're in trouble. Ow, 66? That's way too much damage. Don't do that. I'm starting to think they just make these for fun. Right, you can make something an illusion, so you do. Well, before breaching my way into their main room, I'm gonna head out this way.
Perish as you...
I don't know if anyone will buy that. I'll try. I think this is an illusion too. Nope, that was real. Okay, so we have the big outer loop finished. There's the brain in the middle. The amplifier room is weird, and I don't entirely know what it does. Okay, the patterns coalesce into the following pattern: 2, 8, 18, 32, 50, 72. Okay, so let's think about this for a second. So we start at 2, go up by 6, which then goes up by 10, which then goes up by 16, which then goes up by 18, which then goes up by 12. Okay, well, it has to be the next one in a sequence, right? So it can't be 49. I think we can rule that one out. It doesn't go up by 12. It goes up by 22. So 6, 10, 14, 18, and then 22. So maybe 24 or 26. I'm going to go with 98. That worked. That was right. I was just thinking it went up by another 2. I don't know why exactly that pattern didn't make sense in some places. But you get XP for getting it right. So try to open these doors. If you don't work, I think you can bash them down, maybe, but maybe not. Let me try.
Taste of my wrath.
Yeah, no, I don't know if you can. Okay, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. So it goes up by 1, then 2, then another 2, then 4, then 2. 15. 17. Yay!
Something here out of place. Let the earth.
Whoa. This is fake, isn't it? Yeah. That didn't just get rid of them all. I have to actually go over and strike them. That's sort of annoying, isn't it? Oh, that one's real. Maybe if I had killed him, all the others would have been exposed. Ah, that Eulithrit's back. So I'll be along to deal with the amplifier room in time. I'm going to make the other loop all the way around this place. Try to clear out all the illusions on the way.
There is something here out of place.
None of those are illusions. That's surprising. Gotta go make sure that that Eulithrit... Oh, there he is. Wait, there were 2 right here when I opened that door. Was I disbelieving illusions in the hallway out here, and it was spawning them inside this room? I think that's what was happening there. I thought 2 of them being right next to the door was kind of weird. I'm pretty close to leveling up again, too. Whoa. I was not expecting that. Now everything is still tabbed. Yeah, I haven't been stopped, and I am right at your door, man. If you were an Elder Brain, you'd be panicking right about now, right? I think that was a will save, right? No, that's fortitude. It's you still have to get past a 22 bonus on it. Let's try that again. I activated it at random. I think I just shut something down. Wasn't the spikes. Not sure what that did. I never have been sure. Alright, it's gonna trap me in my mind as I get close. Try to use the image of a woman to calm me down, and when that doesn't work, it's going to try to use the image of demons to scare and mess with me. Kill the beholder first. That thing needs to die. I think it just killed me. Yep. I knew that was going to happen if I didn't kill it immediately. That's the real threat of beholders, is they can instantly petrify you, and then you're just done. Because you can't really stop them from it. And it didn't used to count as a game over. It used to have a limited duration, but Enhanced Edition made it instant death. Just kill it fast. Thank you. You're next. Why does he still get a target concealed bonus? I have friggin' true sight. Nothing should be able to hide from me. At all, in any capacity. That is nonsense, and you know it. 400 for him, though. That's worth it. Oh, wow. These things are all tough. That's like a 300 hit point. Actually, maybe more. I'm worth 500. And so now, it's begging you to stop. Oh. Yeah, now it's dead. Throws its last few thralls at you. If you have the mirror with you, the mirror of all seen, it will tell you, wait, we can stop you. You can't stop the other Elder Brains by killing me, but what you can do is give me the mirror, and then I can convince them, which is its original offer even if you don't kill everyone. So if you plan on helping them or giving them the mirror, you might as well wipe out their society anyway, because it's gonna, you know, then you just get more XP and more treasure and kill more mind flayers, and then the same thing happens. I thought there was some loot over there. I guess not. It just kind of permeates forever now. Natural +2 to armor class, sure. Let's go with that. Spike balls still aren't down. But while I didn't stop the Illithid forces helping the Valsharis, I certainly killed a lot of Illithid. So I think this was a win. This episode was kind of haphazard. I accidentally stumbled into an area I didn't even know was in the game. Man, that was something else. I really would never expected something like that to happen. And then, of course, there's 2 reloads I had to do and running back to camp to see the slave woman. It was a lot of stuff, but I think it was overall a pretty good time. Whoa. Zorvak'Mur now lies in ruins. I'm level 26. You'd be terrified if you were anything in the Underdark right now and you knew that a level 26 cleric was prowling around, wiping out just like large groups of the monstrous denizens down here. Level 26 is incredibly high. Alright, so the Valsharess then tells her men, you know, go kill the rebels, we'll wipe them out. No trace of them will be left. Yada yada yada. Mephistopheles keeps telling her he can't do anything about me. And that's because he's, like, bound to the Relic of the Reaper. I don't know. His whole plan always confused me. He, like, somehow orchestrated you to find the relic so that he could then exchange places with you, trapping you in Cania, which is the hell he's supposed to be stuck in, and then setting him loose on the world. It was really just a way to shoehorn you going to one of the hells into the game. Which, hey, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do in these kinds of games. So I don't fault him for it. None of them made sense to begin with anyway. Oh, well, I'm going to end this one here then. So the Illithid are all taken care of. I think this one went a little long probably, but we got a big old pile of stuff done. So next is the Beholders. And yeah, we'll have to get through this Shadow Bridge first. But that's all for this one. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.